Hey guys, what's up? Chris here for BeerGeekNation.com. Today we are looking at another Ballast Point variant. A lot of those coming out lately. This is the Peppermint Victory Imperial Porter with coffee and vanilla added to it, 10% alcohol by volume. Picked this one up at craftcity.com. Also reviewed the Coconut Victory as well, which I thought was fantastic. This one scares me a little bit. Peppermint can be pretty aggressive, especially if you kind of go overboard with it, and it's one of my favorite beers of all time. Like I've said before, Victory HC. So hopefully it all comes together. So with that said, let me get into a glass that you guys want to smell, taste, give you the final verdict on the Peppermint Victory HC. All right, guys, the aroma. Yeah, chocolate, coffee, vanilla, peppermint. It reminds me a lot of those Andes mints, to be completely honest. That chocolate and the peppermint really come together, coffee. It doesn't smell too bad though. It doesn't smell too overwhelming, so that's a good sign. All right, guys, so the taste. Cheers. All right, good news. Yeah, right at the front of the tongue, coffee, slight mint, chocolate, vanilla. Again, if you've had one of those Andes mints, it's a lot like a liquefied version of that. Not quite as sweet, not quite as minty, but definitely kind of shares that same kind of flavor profile. Chocolate in the middle of the mouth, more coffee, just that subtle peppermint just kind of coating the tongue, coating the palate. It's there more to accentuate more than anything. It brings kind of the coffee forward, brings the chocolate maltiness forward. The vanilla sweetness in there. Pretty dry in the aftertaste. Again, this beer has always been particularly dry. It is a porter, so I guess technically it should be. But in the aftertaste, more of kind of subtle mint, chocolate, vanilla, coffee. Really just coming together to make a liquidly Andes mint kind of in the finish of the mouth as well. 10%, you don't taste that alcohol at all. This is a very dangerously drinkable beer. It's solid stuff. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Ballast Point Peppermint Victory C, 10% available now. You can pick it up at craftcity.com, guys. I'm going to give this one an A-. The best thing I can say about this, the best thing to kind of put it in your mind, if you enjoy those Andes mints candies, you're going to like this one. It reminds me a lot of that. Not quite as sweet, not quite as minty, but the same flavor profile. Chocolate, subtle peppermint, a little bit of coffee characteristic, a little bit of vanilla in there, and that's about it. Maybe a little bit one-sided. There's not a whole lot going on in this beer. I actually think the original is a little bit more complex than this one is. Just, I don't know why. I don't know if maybe the mint is kind of hiding some of the vanilla or something, but it does work ultimately. I mean, an A-, you can't scoff at that. It's solid. I like the coconut one better, but this one is solid. And if you like the Andes Mints candy, definitely check this one out. Getting an A- from me and Murph, folks, likes to short, drink amazing beers. If you can, please click on the Beer Geek Nation, support Beer Geek Nation sign, whatever it says, right up there. Thanks a lot. Cheers.